Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make this super cute pressed flower and wax seal sun catcher. So let's jump in. The first thing that I did was I wanted to use some plastic instead of glass that I already had. So these are just lids from like takeout containers, and they were quite clear and they were really thin. And so after I got them, I thought, you know what, this is going to be perfect for this project. So if you have something like this at home, then you can just use that, or you could even use something like a spinach container. Like the plastic from that is quite clear, so just look at what you have in your home and you could probably find something you could reuse. And here I'm just trimming around the edge to make 2 complete circles. So from here I then got out some of my pressed and dried flowers, and I wanted to kind of choose an arrangement of large flowers and smaller flowers in a variety of colors. And before I'm gluing them on, I'm just kind of placing them out and kind of getting a feel for where I would like them to go, and just where would look good. And so I like to kind of space out the colors and just use a variety of colors and shapes, do a little bit of overlapping here and there, and also just leave some negative space in there. But I think it turned out super cute. I was happy with this kind of layout and format, so I got out my Modge Podge, and I'm just using a little paintbrush here, and I'm just dabbing the paint on the back of the flower. So for flowers, you're going to want to put the glue on the center of the flower and press that down, because sometimes the glue on the petals can show through. And then on the other ones that have leaves, I put the glue on the leaves because it won't show through that because it's this dark green color. And I kind of just went flower by flower and kind of glued everything down with the Modge Podge. And so you can see I did several little dots. And some flowers that are thicker are a little bit harder to get them to adhere. So you could put something kind of slightly heavy on it to help it be flat until it does adhere. So once I got all of my flowers on, I was happy with the layout. I then got my other plastic sheet and put it over the top. I mean, look how cute this is. So cute, I love it. So I put the other plastic sheet over the top, and this is where I'm going to do the hot glue seals. So I'm using Aztec Crystal Clear hot glue. All of my stamps were on an ice pack prior to this, so they're nice and cold. And I'm pouring it over the top of the flowers so that I can kind of see the placement of where I want these wax seals to be. But yes, you'll just press out the hot glue and press it with your cold stamp. And I did, I think, 5 in total, and I did all different sizes. I did some larger circles, some medium and smaller. So all different shapes and sizes make it fun. I then got out my Krylon Gold Leafing pen. This is my favorite paint pen to use when adding gold to wax seals or hot glue seals. And you have to shake it up, of course, to get it mixed up. And you're going to want like a nice flow. So in this example, you can see that a ton of the paint is coming out of the marker, and that is just perfect. Now I'm just going to be removing all of the stamps. It takes only 30 to 60 seconds to cool. Here I'm just removing all of the stamps, and you kind of see from the light how pretty that crystal clear hot glue is over this. From here, what I'm going to do is just add the gold to the rim of those seals and to the designs. I did use some stamps that were blank on the inside, and so I think that's going to be a fun look. But I'm just going over everything with my Krylon Gold Leafing pen, and you're just going to want to be careful with this because it is a broad nib on the end of it, and so you'll just want to kind of go slow and be careful. And I'm sorry that my hand's kind of covering what I'm doing here, but I'm just going around the edge of each of the seals. The last step was to glue the 2 pieces together, and admittedly this was the hardest part of the process. So I kind of did it in little sections, and then I would pinch it together, and I was trying to get it to not be too like goopy, and it did end up a little bit that way at the bottom, but that's okay. I then used a hole punch to make 2 holes to add my string so that I can hang it. And this is just a crocodile punch, but you could use any regular hole punch is fine. I did use gold to color the rim, so you can see that here, the gold is all there. And then I just used this large piece of twine, put it through one of the holes and tied a knot in the back to hold it in place. And kind of made a little loop that you can use to hang the sun catcher on. So I just put it through the other side as well. And this is going to be so fun. I envision this being on in front of a window or just hanging on the wall, but it makes me think of a sun catcher, but also kind of like an ornament too. So I'm like, maybe I need to make ornaments like these because I just love them. I think they're so pretty with the flowers and with the wax sills over the top. It's just a really pretty and fun look. And I love that it's made with some plastic things that would have ended up in the trash anyway, that we're making something pretty with that. So I just trimmed off the edge of the string here, and this is how it looks once you've got the string in place. So it's super cute. Definitely follow along if you love wax sills and want more tips and ways to use them.